Okay, so let's talk about volume. One of the things that we run into is the way traditional analog systems operate, and it's not uncommon to see a room, maybe since we're talking about schools, classrooms, that have a volume level um, that can be used to set the volume level that's appropriate for that particular classroom. IP speakers have a whole different reasoning for covering the space for the day to day as well as the critical alerts. So, with that being said, we don't put volume knobs in classrooms by design. We don't want somebody to accidentally turn on the volume in a classroom and not be able to hear a critical alert if they're told to leave the building or things like that. It's very important to realize that when you're investing in the system, you're looking for a solution for your safe campus type requirements first, and then you're looking at all the day-to-day stuff as part of the package. Right. So with that particular case, we're focusing on a safe campus environment type of scenario. So what we do is we set the volume levels that's appropriate for that space. You'll have a lot of contractors or resellers out there that have the capability of measuring what the ambient noise level is in that classroom for a day-to-day session, and then be able to set the speakers appropriately to play just above that. So it's not loud, it's not distracting, it's not annoying, but it is enough to play over the noise level in that particular classroom, so everybody can clearly understand what needs to be said. Now, when it comes to a critical alert, one of the rule of thumbs is we want to be able to have the system play as loud as possible. You want to be able to create a distraction to eliminate finding people that are hiding because we can hear them possibly crying, panicking, talking, doing things like this. So it's important to realize that in a critical alert, depending on the situation, you may want the system to play as loud as possible so you can't be found. It's a very easy process to do that in our system. We can actually control specific volume levels for specific event and message types. So if we had a critical type of drill or a critical type of real event, we can have those two volume levels completely set different. So in the actual type of event, we can have the product play as loud as possible. But again, think about these sort of things when you're looking at a design for a system for critical alerts. You don't want somebody to accidentally turn down the volume in a space and then receive a critical alert and not hear your instructions of what you're supposed to do. So again, everything is automated, everything happens automatically. Nobody has to touch anything but just activate that event.